German philosopher Arthur Schopenhauer lived in Germany. His 1818 essay The World as Will and Representation, which depicts the phenomenal world as the result of a blind noumenal will, is his best-known work. We can regard our life as a uselessly disturbing episode in the blissful repose of nothingness. Ordinary people merely think how they shall spend their time, a man of talent tries to use it. Politeness is to human nature what warmth is to wax. The greatest of follies is to sacrifice health for any other kind of happiness. It is difficult to find happiness within oneself, but it is impossible to find it anywhere else. Men are the devils of the earth, and the animals are the tormented souls. The two enemies of human happiness are pain and boredom. Nature shows that with the growth of intelligence comes increased capacity for pain. Religions are like fireflies. They require darkness in order to shine. After your death you will be what you were before your birth. The more unintelligent a man is, the less mysterious existence seems to him. If we were not also interested in ourselves, life would be so uninteresting that none of us would be able to endure it. Conscience accompanies every act with a comment, you should act differently, although its true sense is, you could be other than you are. If you want to know your true opinion of someone, watch the effect produced in you by the first sight of a letter from him. A pessimist is an optimist in full possession of the facts. Great men are like eagles, and build their nest on some lofty solitude. Every nation ridicules other nations, and all are right. It is only with the highest degree of intelligence that suffering reaches its supreme point. The actual facts of morality are too much on my side for me to fear that my theory can ever be replaced or upset by any other. Life is a constant process of dying. To live alone is the fate of all great souls. The longer a man's fame is likely to last, the longer it will be in coming. Truth is most beautiful undraped. In action a great heart is the chief qualification. In work, a great head. The longer a man's fame is likely to last, the longer it will be in coming. Truth is most beautiful undraped. In action a great heart is the chief qualification. In work, a great head. Truth that is naked is the most beautiful, and the simpler its expression the deeper is the impression it makes. Every man takes the limits of his own field of vision for the limits of the world. The business of the novelist is not to relate great events, but to make small ones interesting. Because people have no thoughts to deal in, they deal cards, and try and win one another's money. Idiots. The person who writes for fools is always sure of a large audience. The greatest achievements of the human mind are generally received with distrust. Talent hits a target no one else can hit, genius hits a target no one else can see. Just as one spoils the stomach by overfeeding and thereby impairs the whole body, so can one overload and choke the mind by giving it too much nourishment. Change alone is eternal, perpetual, immortal. The closing years of life are like a masquerade party, when the masks are dropped. Treat a work of art like a prince, let it speak to you first. The difficulty is to try and teach the multitude that something can be true and untrue at the same time. There is no doubt that life is given us, not to be enjoyed, but to be overcome, to be got over. There is not much to be got anywhere in the world. It is filled with misery and pain. One should use common words to say uncommon things. Any book which is at all important should be reread immediately. Mostly it is loss which teaches us about the worth of things.